What is going on, everybody? My name is Wally the Crypto Hunter. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Today is Monday. I know, not a good day, but without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce uh Jesse from Chitin Nature. What's going on, Jesse?
How you doing, fam? What's going on? Thank you very much for having me. I'm super excited.
Appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, Jesse, first tell me a little bit about yourself, how you got into crypto, how you got into this project, and we take it from there.
No problem. So we got into crypto about a year ago. January 7th was our anniversary. So we took about 4 months to figure out that we had power of Twitter to get into crypto and NFTs way better than into in from Discord. So we did a lot of research and we had done a couple things on crypto.com, and we had done a little research there. So with that, we were very much interested in the NFT world because we come from a Web 2 selling business. So the Web 2 selling business was a buy and sell from our home and a lot of Amazon FBA. So with the NFTs, it very much seemed like a good idea in the fact that it is a digital asset instead of a physical asset. So we tried jumping into the NFT and crypto communities and started learning from there. And now we're about a year's in, and we have a lot to say.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
interesting. So basically, speak to me about this project.
All right, so Chitin Nature, it came out to be because we were looking to we're women artists behind me, right? So my sister and my girlfriend do the art from the beginning. So we started on crypto.com, and on crypto.com we had Chitin Nature's butterflies as well as Alyssa's grotals. So hey, what's going on? I see a couple hellos down there. Yeah, so our project started on crypto.com with butterflies and grotals. Now, our story goes that in the nature, our guardians are re rebreeding butterflies to populate their NFT metaverse world. So these guardians are what we're going to be talking about later, and the grotals actually land on the nature, which is what the land is called, and they actually start producing or start rebuilding their. They start rebuilding their society in regards to their planet being overrun, and they had to escape. So with our story not as evolved as it was back when we first started, we are now revamping everything in a sense where we have a nice solid foundation. So where you're scrolling down there is all our collections. The three green dots are the three OG collections.
Okay.
So those are the three that we started with. The two of them, the one that would be the grotals that are just above that one, that's Alyssa's first drop on crypto.com. And then the second round of grotals there is Alyssa's drop going into OpenSea. She actually decided to go on her own on OpenSea and go towards the Poly network. So those two collections were Alyssa's collections as her own starter NFT collection, so we could get things going.
Okay.
And then the butterflies again are from my sister, and that would be the first collection there. And yeah, so that's where we started. So now where are we going with the project? So just recently we just dropped our founders pass, which our founders pass is on the Polygon network. The founders pass is actually going to be coming with some utilities. So with this, our story and our business has now evolved more in a sense where we have more of a structure. So now we're going to be taking it our story. Let's start with the story actually.
Okay.
So yeah, so the Grodels are a nice docile character. They come from a planet called Zera Izar, and Zera Izar is a home for many other different habitats, but mainly Grodels. So these Grodels are inspired by our 19th nostalgic Furbies, some Yeti inside of it, stuff like that. So yep, yep. So the OGs are on CDC, and yeah, I see some comments down there. Rock on. I see others. I see everybody down there. Yeah. So the Grodels live on Zera Izar. Zera Izar is a planet of 5 moons, and it's powered by the energies through these 5 moons. So one day our space astronaut Gruz went out to go find some resources and came back with a specimen. And the specimen,
Okay.
our Dr. Gronai was looking into it, and with the specimen inside the lab and in a safe spot, Dr. Gronai thought he would be all right to go home one night, to then come back the next day and it be released. So there is some foul creature out there that had broke into the laboratory because they had heard about it, and they actually released the specimen, and the specimen's actually taken over their planet of Zera Izar. So Dr. Gronai has to now create a portal to then get these Grodels off into a new place to start to rebuild their sanctuary. So the
Okay.
first, yeah. So the first, do you have any questions so far, or
No, no. So far, you're
okay, cool,
good. I
cool.
mean, yeah, I just really much find it a bit fascinating. I'm also looking that you guys got a spatial gallery, but not just one. You got like a couple of these.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to get into that too because
Yeah, no, no. We'll get into it. Just continue. Go
yeah,
ahead.
there's we do have a lot. We've been working on a lot. We want to get our metaverse galleries up by this the end of this week, or not this week, sorry, the end of this month by our release for the next phase. So I'll go over that for sure. But right now the Grodels are getting through the portal. They're landing on the nature, and that was pretty much the story. So yeah, Dr. Gronai is just trying to send some Grodels down. Our Grodels are the OG collection from this crypto.com. We have about 112, I do believe. Of no, yeah, we do have 112 of butterflies and 112 of Grodels, and they are the connection from nature to the nature to the oh my god, Grodels there. So the Grodels being 112 and the butterflies being 112 of them, there's 224 double collection of OGs to collect from, and not all of them have landed. We got about, I think, 35% have landed so far, meaning that's how much we've minted out, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're super excited. We're trying to get those out. We actually just dropped the price today. Luckily, we do have a promo for the next 2 hours on the Grodels on crypto.com. Because we were early on crypto.com, we didn't have the chance to get our metadata up. So we decided to try to create rarities and price them in regards to in regards to rarities. So we had a $25 one, we had a $35 one, we had a $50 one. But as soon as you sold it, there was no way of figuring out what the rarities were. So what we're doing is we're going to be dropping them down to $19.99 or $20 a piece. So then you can grab them at $20 a piece. But right now for the Grodels, because I haven't dropped them yet, and Alyssa is at work for the next 2 hours, we're actually, if you buy one, and you'll have the choice, you'll have the chance of getting first picks from the second phase, the second 50 that will be dropping within the next day or so. So there's that promo going on right now. So if you wanted to find the website, you can definitely go to chitinnature.com and go from there. So yeah.
Okay, sounds cool. Sounds cool. I saw a question here. What network are these on, and what are the prices?
Yeah, so the OGs again are on crypto.com and they're going to be $20 a piece. There'll be 112 butterflies and there'll be 112 grodals. And then you also have the OpenSea OGs, which are there's not that many of them. She's starting on ones there, but they go from $15 to $20 as well, US dollar. And then, how does the project get revenue? So yeah, we're actually looking into a lot more streams than just looking into NFTs. NFTs are just, we're kind of looking to build a nice community based foundation. We do run a Web 2 business in real life. So we want to apply that Web 2 business and bring in that factor that we can bring in different ways of revenue through affiliate marketing, private labeling, and wholesaling. We will be giving percentages into the founders pass pool, as well as OG collection does have some perks as well in regards to our web 2 stuff. So yeah, that was a pretty good question. I hope that
Yeah.
answered most of it. So, and then attached to our OG collection, because that was our last year's adventure and stuff, we still are applying a lot of utility to it. You can actually check out the OG collection utilities on the OG collection page. So there's all three of them there, so you can go check it out if you have. It's better on the computer because it shows you all three of them, and you can go from there. So, and most certainly, so I'm actually flip boy. I like that you say that. So, I'm gonna actually say our company, we're going as a branded company, right? We want to look at this as a company where we could hire others in a sense where we could bring in the metaverse. So our company motto, essentially, we were thinking about it to be, we are a metaverse story-driven Web3 company powered by Web2 utility. So
Okay.
then that's where the funds are going to keep coming into the liquidity pool. Then we can distribute them. We are Canadian, so we have to talk to a couple. So we call them CPAs, chartered accountants, around here, in regards to sending out cash and all that. So we're just kind of making sure that we have our taxes in order before we start big stuff like that. But we will be adding to liquidity pools in regards to our Web 2 business that we have been running for 3 years until COVID came through. And because we were just a small little town, there wasn't too much money coming through. And then, my God, Amazon, did they ever have a lot of troubles with COVID? And we had a lot of returns and not returns, but like sendbacks because of inventory fluctuations during COVID. So there was a lot that we got hit by, but we of course are ready to rock this new world with Web3, because now we're going from physical inventory to digital inventory with that power of still working the proper way. And we'll work at one at a time, and we want to create a DAO, right? We want to create a community where people will have a vote on what we do. And I don't want to just go off the rocker and do
Yeah.
something that
So
yeah, go ahead.
no. So basically, you're gonna have some kind of DAO.
Yeah. So
Okay.
everybody just be able to have their votes, and we'll have our bot going on. So we'll see about round tables in the metaverse and all that good stuff too, right? So yeah.
Okay. When are all minted out? Because then where are they all going to be minted out?
Where are they going to be minted out?
Yeah, basically, when are they gonna be minted out? Meaning that there's not gonna be, or are you already minted out?
Oh no, we're still minting, that's for sure.
Okay.
We still have to release our second phase of it, so we do have 50 right now. They're all we do have a nice chunk of the first 50 gone. And then once we release the second 50, we'll push hard on those to get going as well. And there's a lot of there's perks as well because we have our founders pass come out because this is our fresh start with our founders pass. If you have an OG, you get 20% off our founders pass. I have to do a cash back because I wasn't able to program the discount into the DApp in time for our launch just this February 11th. So we do plan on minting out quicker. I do have the week off. This is my first AMA to kick off the week, so I'm super stoked. And we actually are going to be pushing our Founders Pass quite hard. Our Founders Pass will come with packed utilities as well. I'm working on the chart to show on the website. There is an infographic to show what there is coming for it.
Yeah.
But our Founders Pass is actually are releasing on the Polygon network, minted on our website. And I created the app myself. And then I got a couple of other developers to check out my coding, make sure it's all good. Yeah, so eventually, I think we will have like I got to get into what a DAO really means, but in my understanding,
Yeah,
we are going
that
to create.
that it's decentralized autonomous organization. So you could have either a token which you will usually use the token for voting power, meaning depending on how many um tokens you have, that's how much voting power you have. So that's what he means. Is it gonna be like the more NFT you have, you got geez, flip boy. I know I just said that, dude.
No, I kind of understand that now. Yeah, that's
So
decentralized.
yeah, so basically it's just like are you gonna do it with the NFTs or are you gonna actually create a token later on?
Yeah, so that'll be with our founders pass as well. There where they'll have say in where we will distribute the money and what we will use it for Web 2 to power our Web 3. So yeah, most certainly that if you do, it makes sense that if you did have more shares in regards to it, then you would have a little bit more of a vote, a couple extra votes, let's say. But that's always up for discussion in regards to it. We just released our Founders Pass, so we definitely want to build this community. And yeah, again, with the OGs, you get that 20%. With the OGs as well, there is a couple other perks. I had the website up on my other computer here, but yeah, there's we will have our metaverse token, our non-monetized token coming out, so that will be distributed amongst everybody in regards to OGs and founders. We also we want to do with our metaverse a lot of YouTube haunted stories, as well as mental health and awareness. We want to our first metaverse is actually going to be a haunted house where we want to do our YouTube haunted stories. So if you have an OG pass, you have first come first serve in regards to telling stories and stuff like that as well. Yeah, we want to do a bunch of stuff like that with YouTube, bringing in extra little bit of revenue there, and of course with any kind of merch that we could attach to it, will definitely be attached to it. I'm definitely going to have to build a lot more on the website and the merch, but I put a little bit of a foundation on there. Yeah, no, we Twitter and Discord, Twitter being number one, where we actually hang out the most. So you can find us Chitin Nature on Twitter. If you do Google search, just if you put Chitin Nature together, you'll be able to find a lot of our socials there. But we love Twitter. But we getting into YouTube because Wadi and we had Chaka, and we're getting into the YouTube scene. So yeah, so yeah, so yeah, if you want, I could actually Flipboy if you want, or I could go over my Web 2 business a little bit.
Yeah,
I did
actually,
have
I
to.
was gonna say if you can because he said so. I'm assuming Web2 business is successful. Also, shout out to my Canadian fellow. I believe that was to Steve the Canadian. He's in the house, and
That's it.
so yeah. So you guys don't got like a Telegram or just everything on? Discord and Twitter.
Yeah, so Twitter is the heaviest that we're on.
Okay.
Discord is we're just starting to get that rolling and stuff like that. We're doing a bunch of stuff in there now. Um, but yeah, I just got Telegram not like a couple months ago just to get like a couple people on there. So we're slowly getting into other little networks, and we need to utilize their platforms as well for not just advertising but monetization as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve said, which Providence are you from?
So Ontario, Niagara Falls.
Sure.
Yes, sir. But yeah, I'll go back to the Web 2 business here. Our Web 2 business did take a little bit of a downfall there. I still run the buy and sell through my door, and I still sell stuff off Amazon FBA. Though it's not as lucrative as it used to be, and it's not as much as I needed to be to start registering taxes this year. So that's where that business is at the moment. We did do fantastic in 2019. Like that was our best year ever. I do have a YouTube video in regards to that. I do believe it's called something like this is a big pat in the shoulder shill, but it's like 264,000 in a year through Amazon FBA. So yeah, so there's a lot of explanation on how I got there as well. At that point, I had my sister working for me. I had my best friend working for me. I had my father working for me, like side job. My sister was full time. And then yeah, actually I lived in a town beside it called Waynfleet. We always drove through Jordan to get to the QEW. Is that where you're from, Steve? That'd be amazing. Right down the road from us, seriously. But
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
No. I'm just looking through your white paper, which is very informational, and from what I noticed, very well put. Like for example, usually micro caps or new NFTs, like they just got one whole page and that's it. But geez,
Yeah,
it would take me at
it's
least the next week to read the whole thing.
honestly, it took me, I think, almost like 2 hours to read it after I was done completing it. I actually
Yeah.
chopped it down to 75 minutes. Or, what, no. Yeah, 75 minutes, I think it was. So I took a lot. I took a lot. Uh, I'm French. I'm not too sure. Maybe I got a lot of
It,
doppelgangers out
it
there.
looks so familiar. Well, from there, went to Beamsville for school.
Yeah, no, we're Southmore Welland schooling, and I don't know. Maybe we met somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You never know. It's a small world, so totally. But yeah, no. So our white papers, there's a lot behind it still, but there's not. This is something I don't want to give out anymore because there is
Okay.
already too much. So because we like to have business plan ready 3 6 12 months. With that, we like to plan for that whole year of what we're going to be doing. So we do have a year's worth of work to do. I actually, because in this COVID stuff and all my returns from Amazon, I did take up a full-time job. I was working full-time with my sister for I was on for 3 years and she was on for almost 2 years. But we had to take up a call center job, so whoopee for that. I'm back in the grind there. But we want to get back to it full time. Again, I'm not relying on the NFTs to be the liquidity that comes in for us. It's of course I'm going to start back up on my web Amazon base FBA stuff, but now we're going to be kicking it with Chitin Nature, and there's already a couple things we already plan on. We have a prototype board game. We have a prototype. It's not a toy. I guess it's a toy. Yeah, it's a toy. But it's more like a fort building block kind of thing. So we'll get into that later on, and that's where the DAO comes in, right? So
Okay, so when you talk about a game, well, what type of game again?
yeah, so the game that we're developing more is just a simple match game for children. So it's just going to be Grodels on tiles, 48 tiles, and then you're just going to it comes in a little box with we could I think the whole 48 tiles in four little sections, and then we want to supply wholesale that into Amazon FBA and then drop them because we could sell Canada, America, and Mexico through Amazon FBA, which that will bring in the liquidity as well to the pool where we want to do revenue shares for the founders as well as some profits there for the OGs. And yeah, so super excited, super excited. Web 2 is where we're going to power Web 3.
All right. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
No problem. But yes, busy week for Chitheads, definitely. Got the week off. I took the week off. Trying to look through the comments here. Yeah. I like your questions, Flipboy. And then let's see. So yeah, no, I like our Web 2 business was definitely good in Web 3. I'll just keep talking, Wadi, and you can
Yeah.
keep on
No,
going.
no, yeah, I'm sorry. What I was gonna say, first of all, guys, if you're here, you're new, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Will really help me out a lot. And yeah, so basically you were saying earlier you're not depending on the income that's coming from the NFT. Plus, I also noticed that you guys got a lot of merch over here. So I'm guessing that's another stream, if I'm correct, right?
Most certainly, yeah. That's and you said a lot. That's just a little bit of our merch ideas. Once I get back on working on the merch pages, then we're doing our customs where you'll be able to submit your JPEG, and then we'll be able to print it and send it to you, and go from there. So we did have a little bit of a hiccup with one of the manufacturers already, so we're working already with that. We do print on demand from the States, so we're hoping that that rolls out. We got one shirt that goes out, like I'm wearing one right now. Woo! And it's greatest, like amazing quality. We love sleeping with it too. So there's a couple of us out there have it as well, so I want to go print off some more and go from there. But there's also like we have IP rights to other project NFTs as well. So with that, we're going to be adding our PFPs onto the website. We do have permission from one Draco Leopard project to submit our own hat on our
Oh,
website. Yeah.
I'm
So
I'm I'm
go ahead.
friends with Jeremy.
Oh, brilliant! Nice. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Jeremy and I were talking today and about his project's booming. He's doing a great job. So, um, I love it. No, so yeah, so the my Draco Leopard actually wears a hat with a little weed symbol on it. And I asked him, I
Okay.
was like, "Can I put it on the website?" And he's like, "Oh, most certainly." And I was like, "Oh, right on." Well, I asked Aloris, so I'm gonna put that one out there, and hopefully I don't get in trouble. But we have that one. We have permission from Carcaeus to put our. We have one of their Polygon or ETH. NFTs that we're able to do there, and then we also have from the Battle Bunnies. Like there are all these little projects that we're going to be putting up there on just you could just purchase the shirt and just be part of the crew. So I mean they're good shirts. So and yeah, so with that, well, you're looking at our coloring books. Those actually have been in development. We have gotten accepted from Amazon
Mhm.
print services there. So we were working on the editings for that. The book is complete, but they didn't accept it because they weren't allowing us to do a blank page on the behind, only because we wanted it so that if you were to draw on the butterfly and then turn the page and draw on the next butterfly, the colorings from the previous butterfly wouldn't be like stamped onto the page that it's facing, kind of thing. I don't know if does that make sense, or but
No, yeah, yeah. I mean, I haven't colored since. But yeah, it makes
it's
sense.
an artist thing. It's an artist thing. It's Alyssa is it's one of those things. Yeah. So they won't allow us to do that. So we have to go back in to just re-edit that and then get that back up and going. So eventually we'll have that up as a link and then go from there. So yeah.
Okay. And I was gonna say, you mind explaining to me a little bit about this yacht?
Yes,
Space
sir. So everybody, all aboard the Cosmos Space Yacht. So that's our founders pass. Our founders pass comes into play. So then what comes next into our adventure will definitely help out us accelerate in regards to building the metaverse, having our YouTube videos go up, and then having some books come out, as well as either the game or the toy. So we'll look into that. So with the Founders Pass, we have it up on the Polygon network. So it comes out to be 75 Matic right now on pre-sale. We have pre-sale for the next month, 250 pieces distributed amongst those who hop aboard the space yacht. And yeah, so the first utility that we're going to offer, we want to do revenue share, but revenue share is in discussion still.
Yeah.
And then we want to kind of have it minted out as well. So then we do have fair shares, but if it's not minted out, then we'll just start profit sharing as much as we can to those who hold now. So with that, we do want to bust out a bunch of NFTs in regards to it. In regards to our storyline. So with the Grottos landing into the nature because their planet is being overrun by that specimen, the Guardians of the Nature are watching out and they're observing them while they build their new sanctuary. So the Guardians are what's going to come as the first NFT drop utility, and this is where I want to start building big community. So the founders passes, they will be airdrop the first 3 NFTs. It'll be in Caligor. Now, Caligor is my Dungeons and Dragons character, and he is part of our story lore because he is the guardian of the nature. So we're dropping 2,500 pieces of Encaligors, which we are allocating 750 pieces to the founders. So each founder will get 3 Encaligors. So the best part is the founders will actually get a special Encaligor because the founders actually the founders pass comes with a badge at the bottom corner, and that badge at the bottom corner will be on the PFP of your Encaligor. So then you'll be able to represent it as a founding member while we're hoping to build this community-driven deciding DAO kind of thing, right? So the first drop will be we're planning on dropping it on March 11th. So you'll be getting your first 3 Encaligors right off the bat. And then so the first one will be with a badge, and then the 2 will be in accordance to wherever you mint. If the founders passes haven't minted out, but the Encaligors are still going, and you mint a founders pass, we'll give you that 1 allocated one, and then we'll airdrop you 2 from the mint throughout the mint. So there is going to be utility back and forth between them. So it'll be fun to release the Encaligors in a month and see all the founders with their badges out there, and hopefully then we start building some noise in the community and bring some buzz to some people's ear. And then even after that, I was even planning on releasing Anu, which is Encaligor's wife. She's a guardian of the nature, and they protect the land there.
Okay.
So I was going to release her at the same time, but I can't get the artwork fast enough for to be ready for March 11th on her drop. So we are going to be airdropping as well 3 of her to all the founders as well. So in the next couple months, you're going to get 6 NFTs per founders pass. 2 of them will be one Ancalagor with a badge and Anu with a badge. Ancalagor is a dragonborn warlock, and Anu is a half elf human. Or sorry, half elf human, half elf sorceress.
Okay.
So they will have those traits hopefully within our metaverse in the next after this year's plan, and we want to build up from there. So yeah, so that's the founders pass. It does have revenue share. We do have a whole bunch of stuff planned, and I will be putting up the table for that. So then do stand by on that. It doesn't take me too long. I just got to get back to the website and start programming. Alyssa and my sister again do the art. I actually do Ancalagor and Anu, and then I also program the website. So if anybody's wondering what the team is, that is pretty much the team there.
Yeah.
As like
No,
the
and
founder.
I was gonna say, I like the fact that one, you guys are fully doxxed and literally fully doxxed, even put on your Instagram. That's pretty cool,
Yeah, you could honestly come to our house.
So, and just out of curiosity, how old are you guys, all of you?
Yeah, so Alyssa and my sister are 30, and
Okay.
I myself am 32. So we're coming up on our birthdays soon, so we'll be 31s and 33.
Yeah,
The
so
lucky number
pretty
is
much
33.
pretty much you fit in the category of young entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
Starting.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually, it's been funny because I don't want to consider myself an entrepreneur just yet until
Mhm.
I feel that huge success. So we keep calling ourselves wantrepreneurs, right? So
Okay.
that's just a joke, right? Yeah.
Okay, okay. So basically, all right, elaborate a little bit more about spatial and the metaverse part.
Yeah, so what we're going to be starting off will be spatial museums. So we are getting more into building in the metaverse, our assets and stuff. So we don't want to build our sole land off our own network kind of thing. So we're going to be utilizing spatial because it is a great asset to a lot of projects, and a lot of projects already use it. So, spatial, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking their first main basic gallery. We're going to be creating that as the main entrance and info kiosk. So the
Okay.
main entrance has just a little hall with a couple benches, and then it branches off on the left and the right to 2 kind of like side rooms. Now, on the one side room, we want to build kind of like I do believe it was a merch shop and a portal to our first haunted house, which that'll be our first build in the metaverse. Will be the haunted house. Um, I could show some pictures. I could post some pictures and stuff on Twitter and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
about our thing.
Just click on present and then share your screen.
Let me just go
Let
find the
me
pictures first so I can screen it.
let me stop sharing there.
Uh, Nope, that's avatars. Oh, we started. I got the avatar builds. Hold on here. I don't know if I have the. Oh, I don't know
Yeah,
if it comes up as.
you first gotta click on present, and then when you click on present, it's gonna say share screen, and you click on share screen, then you share your tab or whatever you want to share. A window.
Uh, window. How do I do window? Window. I see it.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah. So I'm gonna share that one.
Okay.
So
Hold on. Let
that I
me
don't know.
add to stream. All right.
All right. So this is just our avatar right there that we started with. I can't really zoom in. How do I zoom in? Can I preview it? And can you see it?
Nope. Tiny.
I know it's tiny. Yeah. I had a video of the walking around, not our haunted house, but the person that developed the house that's going to help me out. We have his stuff going on, and we have some stuff in there. But I think it's on my phone. But give me a second. I'm trying to open up this so you can see it closer.
Okay.
And then, all right, share. Oh, present. Hey, we're all learning, right? I'm so sorry.
No, no, it's okay. Don't worry. Trust
Window.
me. My first live
Boom.
streams, I started it with mic, and then the second one, I started the stream and I wasn't even on the camera. So, rookie's mistake.
Amazing. Yeah, so that's his avatar there that we got together and kind of like talked about and started going at it. So it's gotten a little bit better. The shoes I was able to show through the thing, but our shoes too. So we're looking into building in the metaverse as well, the Web 2 utility that you could click on a button and go purchase the item somewhere. So with those shoes, you'll be able to purchase them in the metaverse, but then we're open to also have them printed out on, we could print them out on Converse style right now shoes. So we're hoping to do stuff like that. So there's that. It's not showing up for the video for um, the other thing. I think it's a Unity file.
Sorry about that.
Hey, no worries, no worries. I'm just trying to see if I have Unity on this computer, but it's not. This is Alyssa's computer, actually. Yeah, so it's just honestly just walls, a TV, some plants, just simple stuff to just throw in there. So we do have a little bit of a base start on where we're going, and what we could do is build all the assets in Blender, import them into Unity, have our avatars run around with that, and then we can import those pieces from Unity into Spatial. So our haunted house will be a portal from our info kiosk into the haunted house area where we'll be hosting a whole bunch of different things there, such as those YouTube haunted house talking haunted house stories. They'll be on
Okay.
virtual reality that we want to YouTube record. And then we want to do we're having a grand ball at the end of the year in the haunted house. So in at the end of November we'll be definitely getting into that. And then we'll be doing scavenger hunts, and that's where we want to collab with a lot of projects and do some scavenger hunts where there'll be 10 NFTs, and then there'll be 10 pieces of those NFTs that you'll have to go find in the 3D object in the metaverse in the haunted house. So you have to go find a grottle, 10 grotles somewhere out in our metaverse, and that'll be the first adventure. And we're going to be running this for the founders passes. There's going to be some games, some winnings, a whole bunch of stuff. So we kind of want to run it like a full day event, a big tournament, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. So that's going to be on the one side of the metaverse. The other side of the metaverse, we're actually going our metaverse gallery, and then all of our friends and collab communities. So the one branch is going to be a teleport out to our whole entire OG collection. Actually has a 3D metaverse card that was supposed to come with it, but our company was way too advanced for it to get the download link into our program, and we kind of just holding on to that for now. But you'll be able to see that in the metaverse. So you'll be able to walk into our metaverse gallery, which is split into two because we literally couldn't fit all our first NFTs into one. So we have one layer of the platform is half of the grottos and half of the butterflies, and then you go to the back to portal out to the second half, and it's a mirrored version of it. So you enter
Okay.
from the back, and then you start going out to the front of it, and then we'll have displays of merch in the front, and then go from there. So that'll be the metaverse gallery area, and then another branch off will be where our community and friends teleport. So we'll just have a big room full of just a bunch of teleports, show their banners on the end, so then people could go visit everybody else's gallery as well. So that's what we're building in the metaverse. That's going to be the beginning, and we're hoping to build something bigger. And we do talk to a couple of other projects about that as well, such as New America. New America is a Crow Fam NFT project that I very much adore following, and I'll give them the shout out as well. So yeah, so I think that covers
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you pretty much cover the whole project so far.
Yeah, up to date. Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's pretty much where we're at. It's been a long build. We had a lot going on before, then we put that a little bit of aside. Like in our Discord, we used to have raffles in there, but we weren't able to pull a community that we can now into it. So now that we're starting, we're now flooding people in. We'll start opening up those raffles and games and all that stuff, and go from there. So as we're going to keep it simple, and then we'll grow as we go.
Okay. Flipboy says, I see you guys have a Facebook page. I remember from an older project that a way to get there was that you had to have some heavy pocket because advertising crypto and Facebook it's a no from what I remember.
That's very
Yeah, I
interesting.
mean Facebook. Well, between Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter itself has becoming a royal pain in the rear when it comes to crypto. So
Yeah, we just gotta play with the boundaries, learn the rules to break the rules.
pretty
um,
much.
yeah, with that, I mean, if we could just advertise it right on Facebook, and just make sure that we could just sell some merch on Facebook, kind of thing. So I don't know. We'll see how it works out. We don't use Facebook too much, but I do have the Facebook business and developer account. So
Mhm.
there's that automation happening that we're going to try to get going even more. So we'll see what we can do with that there. But there was even with like apps coming out on the Apple store and all of that. There's so many different rules and contingencies coming out in regards to crypto as well. So we're always got to keep up on our crypto news, and definitely good to
Oh
hear
yeah.
that Facebook
Yeah,
says no, no.
it's actually kind of funny because this whole time, like I've been defending BUSD. In my opinion, it has been one of the safest crypto. And man, now SEC is coming after it. It has been one of the safest stable coin. Now SEC
Yeah.
coming after it, I'm like, oh, come on. Are you serious? So
Yeah, they
crypto and well, NFT not that bad, but if you NFT, which that's what I was gonna ask, one of the question, utilities, any attached to it.
Yeah, so you're gonna get pieces of land in our metaverse. Once we come, we're gonna start creating our huts. So with that, the OG Grodels all get their own hut in their own area. So that's land in regards to that. And we do want to create what we're talking about, our Grodel jobs. And we want to drop, in a sense, a percentage depending on the usage of the in-game currency used on that non-playable character. So
Okay.
we're going to see if we can do like transactions through it in regards to something where you will earn some non-monetized token, where we want to allow you to either purchase either eventually maybe a monetized token, but also merge and go from there, like a point system, reward system as well. So there's that utility for the metaverse. You will be getting, because the Founders Pass comes with Ancalagor. Ancalagor
Yeah.
will be one of the avatars inside of there, so you will get the Founders Pass Ancalagor. And then for our Web 2, we want to do revenue share. I'm not going to get into too much into that, only because we don't want to we want to make sure that we're doing it right, only because tax reason, and we want to go from there, especially because, again, we're from Canada, and we have to talk to some American see, with America, I have to talk to pretty much every state. I'm not going to be talking to every state,
Okay.
but I have to. There's a person that has been guiding me. I've only been on one talk with her for like an hour, so I mean, there's only so much that they could say, but she's offering it all for like good free talk, right? So I'm serious about this, but the what I got in connection with my current CPA, my accountant. So we're in the talks in regards to how we can distribute it properly, and make sure that our taxes are properly P's and Q's are there and our T's are crossed and all those good sayings. So we want to do revenue share, and that's probably the biggest thing, because it's our Web 2 business powering our Web 3. We
Okay.
want to bring in that revenue share hard with that. We have that backing where we did make some decent amount. So I do have faith. Yeah, so Polygon, because low gas fees, and we love you're right, you're right. Not passive income, it's a revenue share, right? So we want to just pass the revenue around. So but you're still right on passive income, because it is like one of those highlighted words where you better watch out. So where we wanted to go on Polygon is the ETH network is rather big. Polygon being on that network, we want to utilize its low gas fees, and it was the same DApp system as the ETH network as well. So we were able to just switch up a couple things there to utilize low gas fees. Now we went from crypto.com to ETH because we wanted to go Chronos at first, but because crypto.com is crypto.org network, it's not technically the same, though we could still buy it with Chronos. So we were looking into doing it Chronos, but because we were wanting to drop and build a big community, we need to go into one of the biggest communities, being the Ethereum network, and with low gas fees, that's where we went Polygon. So hope that answers that question.
Yeah, I guess so. So the Monarch collection, is
Yeah.
that another collection you're gonna be adding, or is that
Yeah, so that's the Grand Ball tickets. There we're going to be releasing tickets so you could come into the Grand Ball. We want to have some visitors in there, so we could have run some giveaways, just have a big party, have people come in, do their music, kind of like a little bit of a concert going on, and stuff like that, right? So the tickets are going to be we're going to be doing low ticket prices, but we're going to be doing like you could get your package with your merch, you could get your a whole bunch of stuff like that, right? So we're looking look into like a loot box in a sense where you can purchase a little bit of a loot box as well and get that mailed to you, depending on your country as well, because we know that there are a couple contingencies in regards to sending boxes into
Oh,
countries that don't allow it.
yeah,
So yeah.
Jesse, give me a second. Babe, I don't know where the heck you see penguins at, but I don't see penguins.
You know what's I mean, they kind of look like little penguins with their beaks.
No, I
They
mean
do. We
that's
do
what I'm
actually.
saying. Like, let me see the other one. Hold on. Oh, okay,
He is
okay.
wearing a
So
little suit.
maybe a little bit. This one kind of look like it.
That's amazing. Oh man.
I guess
Wonder if
the
Alyssa showed
face
you.
and the beak. That's all.
Totally. That's so man. That's totally. I agree. I think there is a penguin grotto coming out in the second phase too. I think I could be wrong, but that's Alyssa's art going on. So they definitely do look like penguins for sure. They do waddle like penguins because they got to waddle, and they don't have arms. They don't have arms, so they're
Yeah.
telekinetic. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I was actually gonna be a clown about it. I'm like, how are these things gonna control the spaceship? But it's alright.
uh, there is one Gruz. Gruz is the space conductor. Actually, other worlds that's in here. He has another one of the space grodals. So he has. They're all gonna have essentially like a quest to them, and we
Okay.
want to be rewarding uh, we want to be rewarding stuff in regards to it. So um, yeah, so eventually we want to plan something out like that. So that's where we want to build our metaverse, as well as we want to build like a walk around marketplace in our metaverse, which is another piece for next year, where this year we won't be able to get to it, though there are a couple things that we are able to incorporate into our system now that's already technically pre-built.
Okay. Cool. 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 So then, basically, how many collection in total you planning to bring out?
Yeah, so for the moment, our OG collections, we're going to consider that a one collection branched into three. So that's three in a sense right there. But that's where we started, and we will be rewarding in regards to that. And so our new one would be the founders passes, which will be you will get our two guardians airdropped, and our guardians will be quest players in the metaverse. So
He says, so project these days do not like to put roadmap. It's because holders always like to ping devs for them. From what I see, I read roadmaps, but it is a storyline. Was that done purposely?
was our storyline done purposely as if it was a roadmap? Is that the question?
Yeah. Um, I don't know, Flipboard. Let me see, bro.
We do technically have a roadmap. I couldn't build a roadmap like with the points, this point, that point, this point. It wasn't coming out right. So we do have light papers and white papers. So our storyline isn't the roadmap, but it does start in a sense that the business part is in Anne Caligor's research papers. So if you want oh, go ahead.
No, no, I was gonna say, Flipboy. Here's your roadmap, bro. Read away, okay?
That's the intense roadmap. That's the intense roadmap. Yeah. So, yep, that just outlines a lot of what we're going to be doing and bringing it into play, and hopefully we could get things going faster and more, get into full time faster.
Yeah, he said roadmap are usually phase
Okay.
of project like Q1 What do you plan to accomplish? Q2, another goal, and so on and so forth. So no,
Yeah.
I know what he was referring to. Like for example, there's certain projects that says phase one they're gonna get listed on Binance or something. I mean, it's not the same with NFTs, but I'm trying to tell you more or less what they're doing. Phase two have, I don't know, 30,000 members or holders and stuff like that. That's what he referring to.
Okay, totally. So yeah, I mean, we don't have it all planned out. I could totally make it there for you, get it up on the website. But Q1 would be if we were starting out with the Founders Pass. We're starting out this month with the Founders Pass. For the first 3 months, we're looking to drop three Ancaliburs as well as three Anu in regards to our storyline. And then that's where we're also going to be building our metaverse, so then we could start bringing a lot of people in and building that community. And then for Q2, we are looking to build on the metaverse plots where we want to drop in summer a land ownage token.
Yeah. Um, I was gonna say actually,
Yeah,
you can interpret this part as your roadmap because I notice here it
yeah,
say
definitely helps.
winter. Yeah, right here. So I notice right here March 11 it hasn't happened yet. 2023. Then winter 2023, summer 2023.
Oh,
So
I
you
gotta
can
fix
kind
this
of
one.
say this is your roadmap right here.
Yeah, so it has like a an order of drop collection there, kind of keeps it in order. And the green
Yeah.
ones are the ones that are live. I gotta change the Cosmos Space Yacht to live now because that was on February 11th. So we're trying to hit our dates, you know. So I'm so glad that we hit our date for the Founders Pass. We're taking a bigger, serious approach. We do run our own radio station on Twitter Tuesdays and Thursdays with Chitheads Radio, and we
Okay.
AMA projects. So since we had to start our 9 to 5 grind at the call center in June. That's when I started doing heavy research with the perfect. Oh, yeah. So that's amazing. Wadowski. So yeah, since June, we did want to dig into. We got into Twitter. We had our accounts done when we got in January or February, something like that. We built our social media accounts, but we got into Twitter really like March, April, May, and then by June we had to get into our 9 to 5 grind at the call center. So that's where I hosted the AMA radios Tuesdays and Thursdays on Twitter Space. So we did in and around I think almost 40 different AMAs with projects, and we dug deep into the roadmaps and stuff like that, and learned a lot about how projects are ran. So we did do a lot of research in regards to that, and we are applying a lot of things that we found fascinating that we found that we could apply as well to something that we want to build.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So
So go ahead.
no, no. I mean, pretty much. So you guys are actually doing like, well, the AMAs, but on Twitter or just
Yeah.
general spaces. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. They are recorded for educational purposes. I record them all and I have them most of them on my thing. I gotta go record the last four, but I want to put them on the website as well for those who want to learn as well. They could go digging in deeper, and I want to
Yeah.
blog
Well,
and
you
yeah.
know what? Because I also be hosting spaces on Thursday. So if you guys not doing anything, stop by.
Brilliant. So yours are
Yeah.
on Thursdays?
Yeah, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, perfect. I love Eastern because we're on the same level. And then
And well, you know what? I'll be fair. And whenever you're having a space, let me know. I'll stop by too. Okay.
awesome. Sounds good, good sir. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Real quick. Amy says, yeah, I didn't miss it. Hello,
Oh,
Amy.
Amy.
Welcome. Uh,
That's it.
Flipboy says, also don't forget to like and subscribe. Also follow their account on Twitter
Love
to
it.
show some love. Perfect,
Love
perfect.
it.
Actually, let me pull up your account on Twitter again because I usually put it on the description below, but this time I was kind of rushing.
No worries.
So it says Shining Nature, actually at Shining Nature right here.
That's it.
So if you want more information on the project, go follow their account. You want to join their Twitter spaces, this is the best way to do it. And I see what you're saying here. Shy Heads Radio.
That's it. Chitheads Radio presented
Yeah,
by
yeah.
Chitin Nature. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So well, Jesse, of first, anybody that's in here, it's new. If you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel, I will highly appreciate it. Trying to get to 1,000, and when I get to 1,000, there's actually gonna be five $100 giveaway. So just as a thank you, thanks to a friend of mine called Al Clary, and yeah, so basically, we have passed the hour, 1 hour and 6 minutes. Any last statement, anything you want to say to the audience, anything you want to add about your project, whatever
Yes,
you want
sir.
to say.
Well, for one thing, I hope that I answered Flip Boy's questions. And if he has any more further questions, definitely hit me up because I love questions. And that's where we like to get digging. And we are here definitely legit. If you want to hop on the space yacht, definitely do. We are not expecting to min fast. We are in that slow market. So by the time the Ancalagores come out, there'll probably still be some founders passes to acquire. So if you want to hop on the space yacht, definitely hop on the space yacht. This is where it's at. Hop on our website. You'll be able to find the mint there. Wadi, I do appreciate you. Your mic is fantastic. I'm just saying.
Thank
You're
you.
coming in. Yeah, you're coming in like super clear too. So super stoked about that. I have to look into that a little bit further because I can see the name on it
Yeah,
right there.
no,
So
actually, that's sure. I'll send you the information. It's pretty good mic,
beauty.
man. Yeah.
Beauty. Cool. And yeah, no, I appreciate everybody coming in here and all the OG fam, got a couple girls, a couple butterflies coming in here and again, smash that like button, smash that bell. Lottie, man, I appreciate you for having me on here. If anybody knows Doc Hunt, I always love to give a good I love your face off. And
Ah, come on. I know
that's it,
Doc Hunt. Yes.
man.
Look
He is
it. Yes.
yeah, he's one of our greatest honestly people that we just love to talk to. Honestly, he represents us as a community and we represent him as just family. So yeah, so
Well,
man,
so
Wadi,
so yeah, I was gonna say you came to the right place. I actually know uh Dragon of the West, I know Doc Hunt, I know Draco Leopard. So
nice.
yeah. Well,
That's the crow
welcome
fam.
to the space, and man, just continue grinding. It's not easy, but
No, that's it.
it'll pay off.
Oh, 100%. Oh yeah, Founders Pass. We were up until 4:30 in the morning. Bring it on. That's it. It's on.
That's what's up.
Business is
That's
real.
what's up.
That's it. Yeah, super appreciate this. Super appreciate this.
No, no, man. Actually, thank you for hopping on here. Chaka, a good friend, he told me, "Hey, man, I had them on, check them out," and I was like, "Ah, man." So, oh God, here we go. Here we go. Do you know Flipboy, Wally? Do you remember Manila? Flipboy, that was only in your dreams, bro. I'm telling you, you delusional. By the way, be careful with Flipboy. He got a thing for skinny tall guys from what I noticed. Nah, I'm messing
That's
with him.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
He's actually a friend of mine. So he comes in the chat and
Good
mess
stuff.
around. That's all.
Well, he
But
sounds like he knows what he's talking about, so definitely good to have around.
yeah, no, he does. He I'll give him credit. He's smart. Not smarter than me, but he's smart.
Oh, so good.
So, all
Uh,
right, guys. Thank you, everyone that joined us. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And have a blessed night, everyone. I will see you guys next time. Take care.